I'll start with a simple question. Do Miami have the worst offense in the league?
Bro, this is bad. Like, this is bad. Like, this is really bad, bro. I I had no 14-2, 14-5. There was no comfort. I didn't have any comfort. 14-2, 14-5. I'm like, I don't like it. Like, we need more points. 7 of the 14 came from defense. I'm like, man, shout out. 25 game winners, 25 game streak now. But I did not take anything from this game that I did not know already. Defense is solid. Gesicki has the best hands on the team. And the O-line is still Swiss cheese. Am I tripping?
According to social media, yeah, you are, because apparently that loss was on the defense because their backup running back had over 100 yards. We gave up 31 points, and Derek Carr had I think over 350 yards. But at the same time, the first 7 points came from a pick six, and the second 7 points came from the defense getting a massive stop on fourth down, getting another turnover, invaded territory. So we don't score those 14 points literally without the defense. And because the offense can't do anything at all, you get the situation where it's like 3 and out, okay, defense back on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Long drive. And again, don't get me wrong, we gave up 2 massive long drives, and it's riddled with penalties, like dumb penalties. I don't know what the team is doing. The penalties need to stop. But it's I don't know what to do. Like, I messaged you hours before we started recording, and said this might be a short one because I'm really, really tired, not feeling too good. If we didn't do this podcast, I would have turned the game off at probably around halftime, because I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not watching this. Do you know what? Yeah, I've got to say it. This offense is buns. This offense is legit buns, and no one can tell me otherwise. I don't want to hear we put up 28 points today, because the offense is buns, and I'm worried about the Dolphins coming to London and getting slapped up by the Jags. We probably aren't going to beat the Falcons. And this isn't even me going into panic mode. This is me just seeing what it is. This team somehow managed to get like the best offensive weapons and just doesn't know how to use them. Like, Jalen Waddle finished the game 13 targets, 12 receptions for something like 54 yards. Dude, what are you doing? Literally, all these like little screens and hitches. What are you actually doing with this guy?
I didn't mind if you kept talking, bro, because like this is where we at. And I'm gonna go here because it needs to be said. Y'all think it would have went like this with Tua? Like, real talk. None, I'm not just saying this. All the anti-Tuas out there, all the anti-Tuas. Do y'all really think the game would go the same way if Tua played? Or are you gonna hit me with the, oh, it would have went worse. We wouldn't have been in the game, and Brissett kept us in the game. Oh, I really want to know what people think. Like, listen, we need to get this thing right. All right. Whether it's Tua, Jacoby Brissett, or any other quarterback back there, do you really think it's on the quarterback? Like, for real. Like, let's have this conversation. Do you really think that this is the quarterback's fault? Oh, we don't have a good enough quarterback. If you watch the past 2 games and have decided this is on the Miami Dolphins quarterback, go get anybody, any other quarterback. Deshaun Watson, since everybody want to throw him out there. Are you serious? Are you watching the same stuff we're watching? Like, listen, I'm gonna say this. You're not in my day one group chat. You in my day 12K group chat. That's cool, Kadeem. I'm gonna say this. Someone in my day one group chat. We not gonna out nobody because I ain't gonna out
LB.
nobody. No. We not out nobody. And I gotta say now, LB did not say this before you throwing names out there. So
Sorry,
I'm not
LB.
gonna I'm not gonna defend anybody else. So I'm gonna just say we not saying who said this. But someone in my group chat said, "Oh, we should have sat Tua for a few years to let his bones heal." Listen, bro. Tua got smacked and sandwiched by like a 6'4", 265-pound defensive end and the turf and bruised ribs. That has nothing to do with how healthy you are or how brittle your bones are or letting bones heal, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Andrew Luck was taking UFC hits like an MMA fighter and said, "I'm out." Like he was on Shark Tank. "I'm out. That's it. I'm gone. Andrew Luck, I'm out of here." 7 years in, 8 years in. I don't remember how many years, but I'm out. I'm not doing this no more. I can't stay healthy. Y'all can't protect me. What's the difference between being injury prone and just hit too much? Because I need to know. I really need to know what the difference is between, oh, this guy's injury prone and, oh, this guy gets hit too much and we need to protect him more because these hits are too severe, i.e., Andrew Luck. So now we have Joe Burrow. Everybody knows that line was horrid in Cincinnati last year. Blows the ACL. They can't protect him. Is Joe Burrow injury prone? I don't know. Help me out. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we knew he had a porous O-line and he got hurt. That's all we know. In this case, 1 + 1. That's simple math. Does not mean Joe Burrow is injury prone. Tua tweaks an ankle in college twice, 2 different ankles. Opts to have surgery to come back faster. I'm not a mathematician, but I'm going to say every player in the NFL has had a high ankle sprain in either college or the NFL. 95% of them. I'm going to say that. If one opts to have surgery to come back faster, he opted to have surgery to come back faster. That's cool. Does not mean he's injury prone. Then he has a car accident on the field. We seen the hip injury, has a concussion. I think he broke his nose at the same time, and you know the hip dislocation. It was not your everyday football play. He was bent back, kind of crazy looking. It's hard for me to watch that. Honestly, I don't like to watch that hit when Tua broke his hip. That's not your everyday hit. Like he didn't get smacked and oh, he's hurt. Nah, it was not normal. The man takes a hit, bruise his ribs. Oh, he's injury prone. Like, yo, y'all remember the Broncos game last year? And my dog, friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson, whiffed on a block. And it was a pretty simple move. And Tua's legs got tangled up. I'm like, oh no, this is it. He survived it. You know what I'm saying? But it was a whiff. You know what I'm saying? But I like, yo, whew, we dodged the bullet. Listen, man. I don't know too many people. Cam Newton, the defensive end that plays quarterback in the NFL or used to play quarterback in the NFL. Y'all know where I'm going with this.
People want him in Miami. People are legit saying bringing Cam, and I'm like, are you on crack? Like
to do what? To have Tua teach him the playbook? Listen, no, we're not doing this. Look, Cam Newton took all kind of hits, and he's no longer in the NFL no more. Is Cam Newton injury prone? So all this Tua's injury prone, and Tua ain't it, and Tua this, and Tua all this talk. Like, how in the world do y'all come to the conclusion that it is Tua's fault that the Dolphins are where they are? I do not understand this. I don't get it. With that being said, I do not believe if Tua was in, this game would not have gone that way. I don't know if Tua throws that screen pass and gets a safety in the end zone. I don't believe that happens. I don't. It's okay. We will never know.
Bissett came out and apologized for that because he was like, it's a dumb play from him. And I watched it back, and straight away, I think it might be Durham Smythe or someone to the tight end, butt naked, wide open in the middle of the field, completely ignored. Like, dude, that's on. I'm glad Bissett, was like, yeah, that's on me. If the design play was the wide receiver screen, fair enough. But where it snaps, if you look directly ahead of you, the guy's wide open straight away. That's an easy 3-4 yards, maybe even more. But you want to make that play. And honestly, that probably was a turning point. Literally, the dumb penalty from Byron Jones, which to be fair, cost us no yards. And then that's the safety. Because if you just say you pick up one first down and then punch it away, the Raiders had to drive the entire field. You literally gave them 2 points, then a further 3 points, and then the Raiders just kept on going. Like I tweeted throughout that game. I think I tweeted twice. The first one was that like a gif of that poking stick person saying do something, like Miami offense do something, and the second one was I thought Tua was the problem. Everyone told me that Tua was the problem. The Dolphins have won one game this season. Tua played the entire game.
Tua quarterback that game?
Yeah.
That's the only game we won?
Yeah.
It was the defense. It wasn't Tua. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was the defense.
It was the defense who didn't put up any points. But yeah, it was the defense. Oh yeah, because Xavier Howard, fumble caused a fumble.
That's why we won. It wasn't Tua.
The fact that
we know that.
Yeah. But Tua might have got the ball and drove down the field. But it is, it's on Tua. Like, it's just embarrassing. And even like, to me, there were like certain moments which summed up the entire game. By the way, we haven't officially started the podcast yet. You like this is just rant mode. But like, there was a 4th and 1 with Malcolm Brown, didn't get the first down. Dude, you're killing me. And then right at the end of the game, we've got we get a pass interference which puts us on the goal line 1 yard, and your first 2 plays are wildcat, and Malcolm Brown can't get 1 yard.
Bro,
dude, what are you doing?
It's not just Malcolm Brown. It's the whole offense. We couldn't get 1 yard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it's Go Time Dolphins.
Yeah.
The Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm Charlie Touche. I got Kadeem Simmons with me, my favorite co-host across the pond and worldwide. I rock with you, Kadeem. 13 minutes in. Listen. The whole offense we couldn't get in. I had no faith on getting in. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we was gonna get in or not. 2-point conversion? We got to get a 2-point conversion? Yo. If I was a better man, and I am, I would not have bet we would have got in and got the 2. There's no way.
I'm telling you now, yeah, my mind would literally go in. We're going to score the touchdown. When we scored a touchdown, 2-point conversion, I was like, someone's going to drop the ball. It's going to be a drop. Watch. I was like, we're going to lose the game on a drop. And at that point, someone's getting punched in the face. Like, Albert Wilson was a healthy scratch this week, probably because he can't catch the ball. Like, Albert Wilson probably going to get traded for an offensive lineman.
Preston was healthy scratch too.
Yeah. But
so, hold on, Kadeem. Hold on. Let's get some order. So we're on the goal line. We're driving. We don't know if we're getting in or not. You're negative, Nancy. I could understand why you thought like that. I was like, I'm here. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm watching it. Whatever happens, happens. And if I'm being honest with y'all, we did not deserve to win the game.
Not at all. No.
So when we did all of that, drove down the field, got into scoring position, overtime, all this, Jason Sanders saved us. Yo, when all that was happening, I had no I did not anticipate us winning this game, and I was like, we don't deserve to win. And there's times where you leave a team around long enough, and then they sneak away with a W, and that's what happens. Matter of fact, the Raiders know that very well because that's what happened last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, Fitzpatrick ain't walking down that tunnel. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go back to the goal line. So we're on the goal line, and I'm like, how is this Tua's fault? But we're on the goal line, and I'm like, we can't get in. We can't do nothing. We can't run the ball. What play are we going to draw up? You know what I'm saying? And it's I was going to say something. I'm not going to say it, dog. But yo, are you kidding? Are you kidding me, dog? So I don't even know what you said about hey, is do we have the worst offense in the league or something? Play calling. What we gonna do? Is it on the OCs or is it just the O line?
So I understand if you don't have a competent offensive line, you can't throw it deep that much. But my problem was throughout the entire game, our first deep pass. Who do you think it was to? Of all the wide receivers we have and tight ends, our first deep pass, who did they target?
I don't remember.
Matt Collins. I'm like, dude, you're killing me. Like they of all people, you got Will Fuller, you got Devontae Parker, you got Jalen Waddle, and that's the guy that's the guy that you pick. You know, I think at one point, the Dolphins' longest play was the longest catch was 12 yards, and the Raiders had 5 players with 23 yards at least. And again, I'm just going. If your O line can't protect for 6 seconds, I understand that. But are you telling me you don't have no? You got burners, absolute burners.
Absolutely.
Are you telling me that these guys who are like 10 yards in, 4-3, they can't do like a nice little like double move or do something? And again, I get it. You don't have 4 seconds to run about, so I understand it. But then add an extra offensive lineman, or just do something. Like I've had to turn off the Packers v 49ers game, but I'm watching that game just going, oh wow, is this what it looks like? To have competent play callers, where guys are running 20-yard routes and getting the ball in their hands. I'm like, oh wow, I missed that. Let me know what that feels like.
Hold on, let me push back again. I was watching the Chargers game, and I ain't gonna lie, and a lot of people gonna hate me when I say this. Whoever the OC is over there, he is dialing it up. And everybody, oh, it's Herbert's doing it. You're not giving credit. No. Dude is dialing it up. Play call is dialing it up in LA. And whoever the DC is in Kansas City is not dialing it up. It was a perfect storm. That being said, it's the same conversation, Kadeem. Can we assess the offensive coordinator if he doesn't have an O-line? Hence, Chan Gailey. Everybody got on, Chan Gailey ain't it. It's Chan Gailey's fault. Chan Gailey and Tua need to go at the same time. So here we go. We still got the same conversation. OC and Tua ain't it. Like my dog say, common denominator. O-line is Swiss cheese. How can we say it's the OC if the O-line is not giving us enough times to have plays develop?
But then again, there were times where the Bissett had actual time in the pocket, and I was like, oh my days, and no one's getting open. I'm like, dude, again, you're killing me. Like, we've got these burners. Someone run past someone. Someone again, like poking you. Someone do something. And again, it's like, I just don't know. Like, to me, the play calling for Jalen Waddle is awful. Like, they're not even getting him into space. They're just kind of like just having him catch the ball when like 3 guys around him straight away. Like, that's not an offensive line issue.
Yeah,
that's just like, and again,
design.
Motion. Just do something.
Yeah.
We have a 3rd and 20, which we need. Well, or was it 4th and 20? It was 1 to 2, basically, to stay in the game.
It was like a 3rd and 20.
Yeah.
And I think we got like 5 yards maybe. And it became like 4th and 15. Or I could be wrong. It could have been a 4th and 22. I don't remember. But I do know this much. I would not have trusted Devontae Parker with that route.
No, but to be fair, I don't think Parker had any drops there. I think he actually done okay.
I'm not talking about the. Yeah, I'm just saying. You see how it went to Gesicki. Like,
yeah, but
it looked effortless with Gesicki though, bro. And we said this on the previous podcast. Like, yo, Jacoby Brissett finds Gesicki. You know what I'm saying? Fitzpatrick finds Gesicki. Tua don't like. It's like it's not there with Gesicki, bro.
But the thing is, like in the first half, he was non-existent. Like they couldn't find him. And there was one play where I didn't see it, but Gesicki was apparently wide open. The commentators were like, "Yo, Miami missed Gesicki wide open." Like I think they had him on a linebacker, it might be in Perryman, and Gesicki just cooked him. And again, like Brissett couldn't find him. And I understand, like, I understand what you mean. You know, if your offensive line is Bonds, then what can you do? But I even think the play calling, because we actually had some kind of run game today. Then we went away from it. Like,
I don't know if I could go there with you, bro. I let you off. I let you off the hook last year with the same narrative.
No.
Narrative. Like it's the exact same. Chan Gailey can't call plays. Like
no. And I understand it, but what's frustrating me is just watching the way our guys are being utilized. Like I said, the first time you want to throw deep, and you're going to Matt Collins. Like to me, that's just idiotic play calling. Because again, you've got all the burners you got, all your track speed guys, you're going to Matt Collins, and like it literally took us to be down that bad to at least start throwing deep.
Did you see how many times we went deep, bro? I like, yo, why can't Tua get some of this?
Thank you.
Why? It was like every player felt like, all right. You know what? We got to say this. We got to say this. We have to say this. The refs was not on our side. Can we get a call?
That PI at the end, like
it was a couple of them. Fuller had one. I think Waddle had one in there. That it was Parker. Every deep ball was DPI. Every single one. You know what I'm saying? I didn't appreciate we couldn't get one. I guess we did. We got one. So we got one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, they did not help us out with that. But I did take note. Yo, Tua can't get some of these deep balls. Like, did we not see Tua with Devontae Smith deep ball?
Do you know
Tua with Waddle deep ball? Like we seen that.
Oh, to be fair, against the Patriots, we did go deep a few times. Like a few times. I will give them that. But again, we went into this season with so much optimism, given the changes we made to the offense. And I believe it was last week where Brian Flores turned around and said, "It's still early in the season. We're still figuring things out." I'm like, do you know what? But let's be honest, Chad O'Shea got fired for less. So people are really saying like they're gonna be finding another OC come the off season. And at that point, you've really got to go, listen, if we make another change at OC, you are actually taking a mick. Like dude, because again, at that point, it's every year. It's every year you're changing the OC.
Let's get this right. So we go a different OC next year. That'll be 4 OCs.
Technically 5.
It'll be 5
because you have 2 now.
All right, it'll be 5 OCs, 3 O-line coaches. I don't know about this, bro. And this is not good.
And that's the problem Miami have. Like, if they make the OC change again, you then get that situation where rookie quarterbacks in other organizations have had the same problem, where it's literally every single year a new playbook. And then again, you're just Tua doesn't have no stability. Like, part of the reason they kind of kept, the guys they've got now, because they're already in the building. Like, you know what? There's some kind of familiarity. But they're running out of games to really turn it around. I don't think they're going to make the change during the season. I don't think that's Brian Flores is that's what he does. But what will happen? It comes into the season that Monday. Yeah, you guys are gone.
This is it. I was watching the game. And one play, I was like, yo, Nick Needham's ready. I like, yo, Nick Needham's performing. Like, he's ready. Very next play, maybe he's not ready. But he's not. He's not. I ain't gonna lie. Nick Needham has made the step up, and I want to get this point across. And I'm gonna be for real with you. I need y'all to listen to this. The fact that we miss on the Noah Igbenogany pick has almost everything to do with why we are in the state that we're in, and I'm gonna tell you why. When the Dolphins selected Noah in the first round with 3 first-round picks, and used one of those first-round picks to basically, in essence, replace Xavier Howard. Not only did he not replace Xavier Howard, he is not even playing on. He's not even playing. He's not even on the field. He's not playing. Hold up. He's not even on the field. He's not in the slot. You did not replace Xavier Howard. So now what you tried to do was, I'm going to draft this corner. We're going to hit on it. We're going to replace Xavier Howard. We're going to have that cap. We're going to deal Xavier Howard. Probably get an O lineman. Did not happen. Noah's trajectory, he didn't bust yet. Trajectory, he's on the way to bust. You had to give X more money. You still kept him. You don't have the assets to go get that O lineman. Now you're still with X on the team, no O lineman, a first round pick that's on the way to being a bust. That is why, a large part why we are where we are right now. It's not the sexy take, but it's a tough pill to swallow. And I don't swallow pills well. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I don't, bro. Like it is the truth. So the fact that we have a first round pick just not even playing special teams, he's just on the team taking a roster spot. It's a tough pill to swallow, but that is what it's looking like right now. So because he's behind schedule, the Dolphins are behind schedule. That is not good.
Like, I was gonna say, well done for getting dressed like in the game today. He wasn't a healthy scratch, so it's it's a positive. But again, we were looking at this season going, this is gonna be something, start something special. And again, I'm not panicking, but I'm not stupid. Like I can't watch 3 weeks in and go, we're getting better. Like, we're going backwards. Like, this arrived yesterday. My little two, this arrived yesterday, and I'm there just going, dude, like, I'm just holding him. Like, dude, you're killing me, man. Like,
that's the little tour.
I'm just like,
little tour,
and it's just a matter of, I just don't know where the team goes. Like, I really don't. And the only saving grace is, and I do want to stick on the Raiders game, but I'll go ahead quickly. The only saving grace is that I watched the Bears v the Browns game, and a certain Justin Fields, after playing us like the NFL's easy or whatever he said, dude, you put up 6 points today, and I believe that Justin Tucker's field goal was longer than the Bears' offensive yards or something dumb like that. Like, I'm on my life, I'm pretty sure at one point it said the Bears had 1 offensive yard passing. The Browns just completely destroyed Justin Fields. Listen, Mac Jones right now, don't want to talk about that because the Pats got beat up again.
Hey, wait, well, you talking about the same Mac Jones that before today his average air yards was 4 yards?
Yeah.
That Mac Jones?
Yeah.
That's the Mac Jones is better than Tua too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Zach Wilson, I believe, had another 0 today. And yeah, these are the quarterbacks who are not only better than Tua, but also, like, haven't been labeled a bust yet or anything like that. These guys deserve time. The rookie quarterbacks this year, have won 1 game, and that was Mac Jones beating Zach Wilson. so again, I'm sitting here as a Dolphins fan going, you guys are writing off Tua last year. He won his first game. So he's already done better than all the other quarterbacks this year. And again, this isn't a Tua. Tua's out for the next 3 weeks.
And which we haven't mentioned, Tua was put on IR.
Yeah.
And we kind of talked about it on the last episode, and it looked like, Kadeem, how many games you think Tua's gonna miss? Turns out he will not play against Tampa, which I did not think he would, unless Brian Flores did not want to pick Tua, draft Tua anyway. So there's hope there. Like, whew, they don't want to kill our quarterback.
Brian Flores said after the game today that the reason they put him on IR because like just the way the time frame was going to be, it kind of made sense to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But again, it's this like to me we're one game down. These next 2 weeks, yeah, and I'll be completely honest. If we don't see this offense take gigantic leaps, yeah, I don't want to hear Tua the problem. Don't want to hear it. I'm telling you now, if Tua comes back in against the Jags, yeah, and we're 1-4, or we were 1-4 at that point, yeah. Yeah. If that happens, I don't want to hear Tua the problem. And when I hear it, someone's getting punched. So, like, I'm not doing this. Like, dude, I can't hear you. You on
mute?
Bad.
I was on mute. My bad. How about
That's
this?
nice now, you know.
Hey, not right now, Kadeem. Not right now. Overtime. Raiders kick the field goal. Dolphins have a chance to win by scoring the touchdown. We are in Raiders territory. Jason Sanders comes on the field and ties it. Awesome kick. He missed one earlier. Cool. It is what it is. What's up,
very quickly, apparently, so there was a shovel pass to Gesicki on the 3rd and 3 in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Some, you get them like, win potential, all that kind of stuff, yeah? Before that play, 3rd and 3, the Dolphins had a 75% chance of winning that game. And we chose a shovel pass.
All right. So I'm going to need you not to interrupt me next time so I can finish the question. Jason Sanders comes in to kick the field goal. All right. It's overtime. Next touchdown wins, basically. If you score a touchdown, you win the game. You need 3 yards for the first down. Or you need it might have been less than 3 because we did the shovel pass. It was like 4th and 1, was it?
Possibly, yeah.
All right, let's call it 4th and 2, just because. 4th and 2, Dolphins send in Jason Sanders instead of going to try to get the first down. Meaning, if you try to get the first, you still want to score the touchdown to win the game. Were you okay with Flores opting to kick it and tie it and continue to play in overtime and potentially try to get this ball back or even tie? Or would you have wanted him to go for it on 4th and 2 in overtime, knowing that if you score this touchdown, you win the game?
Take the field goal. And I say that simply because you showed me throughout this game, you guys can't even get 1 yard. Like, we had multiple chances to get 1 yard. To me, it goes back to the Patriots Seahawks game where they opted to throw into the run-in, but throughout the game, Marshall Lynch showed me that you couldn't get 1 yard. Now, you probably are going to get it because it's Marshall Lynch. But from what I've seen of Malcolm Brown over the past few weeks and the offense today as well, I wasn't trusting them to get 3 yards or 2 yards. I didn't like the play call on 3rd down in the first place. And I know that before Sanders missed his field goal, there was a point might be in the start of the 2nd quarter or end of the 1st, where Miami probably could have taken a field goal and instead punted. And I was like, I really feel like Brian Flores is now coaching or now playing safe. Like, I don't quite understand it.
Brian Flores don't play safe. I don't know if I could agree with you there. It could have been a reason. Like, I'm sure he had a reason.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't think he coaches safe at all. If you want my opinion, I don't think he coaches safe at all. I'm sure you ordered some stuff online before, Kadeem, right?
Yeah.
You ever order something online and be like, and it comes in, you be like, this is not what I thought it would be. All right.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this is not. It looks way better online. All of us has been there before, and that's what that shovel pass to Mike Gesicki was. We see the Chiefs do it all the time with Kelsey. Like, dang, that's sexy, boy. We need some of those plays.
But
and
the
then
thing
when we did it
earlier.
No,
I'm saying, like, they've done it earlier in the game, and even then, it kind of just about works. I'm just like,
it don't look the same. You know, We don't have the O-line for that.
No.
We don't have what they have. No, bro, this is bad. This is bad, bro.
Again, this goes back to what I said about at the start of the last episode, where we've got McDonald's at home. Like the Dolphins are like, yeah, we've got some parts of tight ends at home, and it's like, no, it's not the same. Mom, it's not the same. Like I'm just, and again, this is 2 weeks in a row where if you was to put this on mute and see us laughing, you probably think the Dolphins won. I'm just not getting upset over it no more. We're 3 weeks into the season, and I'm just like, you know what? Like, laugh at my pain. Kevin Hart voice, laugh at my pain. And what makes it even worse is it's 2:50 in the morning. Why am I discussing Dolphin losses at 2:50 in the morning? Dude, you're killing me.
Like, Kadeem, the fact that you're co-hosting the podcast at 3:00 in the morning, bro, and you're across the pond, it just goes to show that there's other people out there as well as you that are going through it, that are Dolphin fans, that are in another time zone, that stayed up to endure this pain with us. Like, yo, so hats off to you.
But like, it's if we didn't establish that this is what we're gonna do for this season, I'm telling you now, I think in the third quarter, I'm like, Charlie, I'm not doing this tonight because I'm tired. I'm not recording at 2 a.m. to talk about this Buns offense. And if I was, it's going to be a 5-minute episode. It's going to be the offensive Buns, bring back Tua, fire the OC. I'm going to sleep. Bye. And you just want to see me just get up and go, yeah, I'm done. Like that is what you would have seen. And
yo, hey, usually when we lose, they just all go to Tua. Oh, Tua ain't it? Like, yo, y'all can't do that right now.
Exactly. And what 2 things? I did see a few people on the people I follow on social media saying Tua would have won at this game. It's like, shut up, because you weren't saying that last season. Like, you weren't saying it. And also people going, oh yeah, you know, we played better this week. It weren't so embarrassing. Is that what we've become? Have we become the Jets? Where we lose and go, well, it wasn't that bad.
You know what? I will say this. Someone in the group chat, no names. I don't out people in the group chats, but if Kadeem want to say something reckless in my phone, I would out Kadeem right away. But listen, someone in the group chat said, I'd rather lose like that. You know what I'm saying? Than 35 to zip. There was fight in us. We fought. I get it. But we're not our daddy's Dolphins, bro. Like, this is what the Dolphins have become. Like, every team in the NFL, every single team in the past 20 years, legit, if you look at all 31 other teams in the past 20 seasons, have something to hang their hat on. Every single one. Jets been to 3 AFC championships. That was in the past 20 years. Mark Sanchez? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Buffalo's Buffalo. They the big brother now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to run through 31 other teams, but you could look at it yourself. And if you want to say, oh, what about the Browns? Go look at the Browns past 20 years. Yeah, it's spotty for sure, but it's better than the Dolphins in the past 20 years. Like, I feel Josh Kasker with the same old Dolphins. I feel him right now. I don't really like to be negative, Nancy. Sounds a little negative, but nah, bro. Every team in the past 20 seasons have something they could be like, at least we did this. I think we're down there with the Detroit Lions, Holmes. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I think Detroit made a playoff somewhere in there too with Megatron and Matt Stafford. I could be wrong, but still, we're at the bottom of the totem pole, Holmes.
I saw someone say that it's remarkable how the Dolphins, you know, different front office, different players, all that kind of stuff, are still the same old Dolphins. Like, how do you get rid of every single person, bring in brand new people, bring in brand new coaches, and still do the same rubbish? And the thing is, I so nearly swore there because I'm just like, dude, like, again, are we really doing this? You met me in the infancy of my Dolphins fandom, yeah, and you saw the pain. 4 years later, I'm still in pain. It's like, guys, you're killing me.
Oh, welcome. What I told you, we adopted you. Like, this is what we do. I don't know why you chose us, but
I'm telling you,
this is what it is.
my son doesn't like sports. Like, he just doesn't. It is what it is. I'm not raising to be a Dolphins fan. Like, I'm not that mean. Like, if I could, I'm gonna say, son, no, I wouldn't want him to support the Bills, but if he did, I'd understand it.
I'm a funny story before we head out. I was at the London game when we went over there, when we met you. We were at the London game concession stand. You know, fans from all over the world. When you go to a London NFL game, half of the crowd is not there for the two teams that are playing. They're just there because there's a American football game. If you think I'm lying, get a screenshot from one of the games and see how many people have NFL logos on their t-shirt, not team logos.
Yeah.
Just the NFL logo. It is the funniest thing that you'll ever see. We were at the game, came across some Dolphin fans from Germany. And they said, man, we're gonna buy you guys a beer. And they bought LB and Berta beer. They got me a water. Salute, fellas. Bro, we asked, yo, Germany? How did you become a Dolphin fan? Dude said, my dad was a Dolphin fan. I grew up being a Dolphin fan. And now my poor kid has to be a Dolphin fan. That's what he said. That's what he said. And he said, my kid's going to grow up being a Dolphin fan, bro. Look, we about to get into the bonus time real quick. But look, man, y'all stay positive. Test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Baywatch is looking real good right now. They got the late game. We're recording right now while the game is on. But thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already. I think it's 17-zip.
17-7.
17-7?
Yeah, I think Trey Lance has got a touchdown.
Baywatch, 17-7. We need that first round pick. And we needed to be an O lineman by any means necessary. Did Will Fuller cut off his dreads?
Yeah, I believe it actually, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think I'm in on dreadless Will Fuller.
Yeah,
Like, I was in on Will Fuller with the dreads. I don't know if I'm in on dreadless Will Fuller. For those of us who know the Samson story, dog cut off his dreads, Delilah clipped him, and it was a wrap after that. I don't know if I like dreadless Will Fuller.
Do you know what? I'm okay. Like, I've literally just seen this stat. I was going to talk about something else, but I've just seen it. Yeah. So let me get that very quickly. This is from Sean Coleman, stats at Stats SAC. Yeah. Jalen Waddle of the Dolphins just produced the lowest receiving yards total for any non-running back with 12 or more catches in a single NFL game since that started, kept in 1950. So while you don't like dreadless Will Fuller, I like, again, the Dolphins had no weapons last year. No weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Tua made some of them look good. Fair play. We get weapons, and this is how you want to use them. Know what? Yeah, this is the kind of thing where you get a wide receiver like Megatron going, "Yeah, I'm done. Like I'm not playing." This is the kind of thing where if it stays, like we said it on the last episode, when it comes to contract talks with Mike Gesicki, people are like, "Why am I staying there for? Like you guys don't use me. Let me go elsewhere and use me." I'm watching Darren Waller just completely beat up our defense at times. I'm like, you know what? I want some of that.
We did better with him this game, but yeah, I said we did better with him this game.
Oh yeah. But I'm there going, I want some of that. I want 15 yard routes. I don't want 2-yard routes. Like, we have weapons. That's the most frustrating thing about it now. We have weapons. Even with the set at quarterback, we have weapons. We need to learn how to use them. And if we don't, then I'm sorry, put in the guys from last year. Because at least then I know why we're buns. Like, because it's true.
And let me
Like,
ask you something. Isaiah Wilson was a first round pick last season, 2020 draft. Isaiah Wilson was selected somewhere around 26, 27, 28. Excuse me. To the Titans. He was on Charlie Touche's 24. Isaiah Wilson, solid dude. Solid football player. All right. Got drafted, all kind of off the field issues. All kinds of nonsense in this man's off the field life. Some have cited mental health. Some have cited a lot of stuff. Titans tell this man, look, this is your last chance. Runs from the cops on the chase. Put the cops on the chase. Titans cut him loose. Dolphins sign him. Oh, I'm sorry. Dolphins traded for him. It was like a swap of sevens. We got him for free. Dolphins pick him up. And again, dude has more off the field issues. You guys can do your own research. See him dancing on top of cars and smoking. Probably something he wasn't supposed to be smoking. Dolphins cut him loose. He just comes out recently, I want to say the past 7 days, with an IG post, probably coached up, you know what I'm saying, from his PRs and his PR reps. But he's basically saying, hey, I just need another chance. I get it now. I'm going to be real with you. He probably just realized, all right, I'm probably out of there. And I think I squandered every single chance I've got to get back into the NFL. He probably has. But do you go and give Isaiah Wilson another chance because your line is Swiss cheese?
Yeah, because my line is Swiss cheese. Like, it's, again, we aren't in a position where we can not at least bring him in for a workout and say, you know what, if you're genuine about what you said on social media about, you know, the stuff you went through, fair enough, then you know, we'll bring you in and we'll see what we can do. Again, what is the alternative?
What does that tell the locker room though? That you could be this ball of mess and you can do whatever you want, and if we need you, we're still going to play you. Some people out there would hint towards Deshaun Watson right now. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, of course. But at the same time, okay, to me, this goes back to talent level, because, you know, Preston Williams had off-field issues and we gave him a chance. Xavier Howard is on at least his second chance right now. So it's not like we have a totally clean locker room. And again, for me, I said, you know, give him a tryout. I'm pretty sure there'll be players in the locker room who will look at it and say, you know what? Fair play to the Dolphins for, you know, trying to help someone. Because again, if the only way to know if he's being genuine is to bring him in. And I'm not saying give him a contract straight away. I'm saying, you know, sit down with him, have an open conversation, look him in his eye and say, you know, and at least gauge that. Now, I understand, obviously, yeah, some people in the locker room might be like, well, hold on, given everything you've done, why are we giving this guy a second chance for? Like, no, he's done. But at the same time, they might look at it and go, do you know what? We've all been down before. Sometimes we need a second chance. We need someone to put faith and trust in us when we're down.
Shout out to JPF Scout for the hat. But Kadeem, I think I'm pretty sure they have a pretty good idea, a feel for if he's been genuine or not. We just let him go recently. Like it was a month ago. Seems like, yeah, it was probably like 3 months ago. But still, Solomon Kinley liked the post. You gotta imagine Solomon Kinley probably has a relationship with him now. They share the locker room together. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? I don't know if I take the chance. I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. For me to be on this side of the microphone and not in that locker room, I don't feel like I am qualified to take a risk on Isaiah Wilson, to know if we should take a risk on him. Am I qualified for some of the takes that I make? Probably not. But I'm qualified as a fan for a lot of them. I promise you I am. You know what I'm saying? As fans, we're qualified. The worst takes, you're qualified as a fan. Get a podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you this though. You have to have a post on your locker room to know if you could bring this dude back in because he's probably more talented than the people that you have there. And this is a perfect segue. Before I do segue, do you have anything else, Kadeem?
Yeah, very quickly. Again, just saw this on Twitter. This is at Miami Clutch PE. People clearly seem to be agreeing that the Dolphins misused their talent. Waddle, Jasecki, Fuller, Phillips. I thought Phillips had a decent game today, by the way, to name a few. Isn't it just a tiny bit possible that the people to blame for Tua's lack of ascension/breakout is him being misused as well? I think that's a valid point. If we're all going to sit here and go, the Dolphins are wasting the talent of certain guys, keep up that same energy with the quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
So, listen, my co-host, not y'all co-host, my co-host. Listen, my co-host has said, Isaiah Wilson locker room and stuff, and he has coined the phrase "blue chip character over blue chip talent," and that is what the locker room is based on here in Miami. And that being said, we have a friend of the show, Sherrod Steve, who said he knows Greg Little. Like he knows Greg Little's mom. And just because of the relationship that he has with Greg Little's mom, he I quote, he said, I bet he has blue chip character. If you bring in an Isaiah Wilson and Greg Little gets bumped, or someone like Greg Little gets bumped, what does that tell the locker room? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm not saying bring him in and win by any means necessary. I'm not saying that. But I am saying you have to have a pretty good pulse on the locker room because I am 100% sure Isaiah Wilson is better than over half of the people we have on the line in that locker room. For those of us who don't know who Sherrod Steve is, Sherrod Steve is I was driving for Uber and Lyft. Y'all thought y'all got me. I was driving for Uber and Lyft over a year, like maybe 2 years ago. Maybe going on 2 years. We'll call it going on 2 years. And my last ride of the night, I'm tired. It's 5:00 in the morning. I'm like, man, I'm done. This is my last ride. 5:00 in the morning, spring break. And Sherrod Steve, I pull up to Sherrod Steve house. I didn't know him at the time. He requested a ride. It's 5:00 in the morning. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Sherrod Steve gets in the car. Hey, good morning, bro. How you doing? Sherrod Steve said, yeah, I'm good, man. You an early bird? I'm like, nah, man. I'm this is my last ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take you wherever you need to go. I'm calling it a day. Turns out, I look at the little screen, bling. Boy, we got an hour ride to the airport in West Palm Beach. I'm like, oh man, like this is supposed to be my last little quick ride. You know what I'm saying? But we got an hour. I pull out of the little wherever the driveway, and here we go. We start this trip. And as a driver, I'm gonna be cordial, be polite. Sometimes people do not want to talk, so I'll offer up a little. How's your day going so far? If they give me something, I'll entertain them. I'll talk back. If they don't give me anything to go with, we could have a quiet ride, listen to some music. I respect your privacy. So he kind of started the conversation. Like, yeah, man, how long you been driving? I guess he didn't want to be uncomfortable. So what's going on, man? I like, okay, well, dude wants to talk. I'll talk. We got an hour. Yeah, I'm from Florida, this and that and this. Oh, yeah, he went to UCF. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, y'all the national champions. You know what I'm saying? Nobody beat y'all that one year. Yeah, I like it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like it at first, but he ended up liking it. Cool. You know what I'm saying? You a Dolphin fan? Bro, I love the Dolphins. That is the day the relationship, me and Sherrod Steve, that is the day that relationship began. That hour ride to the airport, I promise you, on everything I love, felt like it was 10 minutes. all we did was talk about the Miami Dolphins. And I said, bro, one day I'm gonna start a podcast. And he was like, man, you need to start a podcast. You know what I'm saying? So for all the new listeners, we have Sherrod Steve on from time to time. He hasn't been on lately. And although the Miami Dolphins took an L today, Sherrod Steve gets a W because Sherrod Mini was brought into the world.
Hey! I know. I was like, I was going to keep lying, but it's like 3:10. My flatmate's sleeping. But hey, that's wicked.
Congratulations to Sherrod Steve, man. He brought a child into the world today. You know what I'm saying? And you get the W of the day, man. You get the game ball, Steve. So go Time Dolphins, signing out.